This Monday night, May 9th, will mark the beginning of Yom Ha'Atzmaut, Israel Independence Day, which is also celebrated on Tuesday. Prior to Yom Ha'atzmaut, Israel Independence Day, in Israel they mark the day as Yom Ha'zikaron. Monday will be the day in which the fallen soldiers are remembered, and it leads into a somber lead into the celebration of Israel Independence Day. One of the most moving stories that I've heard is from Rabbi Ari Kahn, who wrote about Rav Gustman, Rabbi Yisroel Gustman, who was one of the great rabbis in Europe, who at age 21 was already selected to be on the Beit Din of Rav Chaim Ozer Grodzinski. He said that he was unworthy, and Rabbi Kahn calls him the greatest unknown rabbi in Israel. Unfortunately, Rabbi Gustman had to endure the Holocaust, eventually moved to Israel, and established a small yeshiva in Rehavia. He was unknown, but he started giving a class on Thursday afternoons, and people started flocking. Famous rabbis, professors, political leaders, all came. One of the people who attended his class was a young professor, Robert J. Aumann. He was an economics professor at Hebrew University. In 1982, there was a war in Israel, and Professor Aumann's son, Shlomo, was killed in battle. Rav Gustman mobilized the yeshiva to take care of the funeral and went to the cemetery, and he saw the graves of the fallen soldiers, and he said they are holy. Someone asked him, what about the non-religious soldiers? He said they're all holy. Afterwards he went to pay a Shiva Call at Professor Aumann's house. He sat next to Professor Aumann, and he says, you don't know this, but I also had a son, a little boy, who was killed by the Nazis in the Holocaust. And I took his shoes and I sold them for food, but I was never able to eat the food. He says, I know what's happening now in heaven. The heavenly court is opening up to welcome your son, and my son is going to say to your Shlomo, he says, I died as a victim at the hands of the Nazis. You died as a hero, protecting your people. I'm going to be a member of the congregation. You're going to be the Cantor, leading the services. Professor Aumann said to him, I didn't think that anybody would be able to console me, but Rabbi Gustman, you have consoled me. Rav Gustman died at age 82 in 1991. In December of 2005, Professor Robert J. Aumann was awarded the Nobel Prize in Economics. Yom Ha'atzmaut Sameach, happy Israel Independence Day.